What's up, y'all? It is May 2nd. It's probably about 2 or 3 months away from being a full year without seeing my Plymouth. I guess I've been Plymouth-less for almost a whole year. You know, they're trying to figure out what's going on with the whip, where that sound is coming from. Still hasn't figured it out. I learned just a month or two ago that my mechanic is actually going through a lot of health issues. So that's actually been limiting his time in working on the car, and also energy as well. Waiting for a bus, going to the shop, gonna pick up the car. Still not fixed. Same issue has. I'm just gonna pick it up because that's not my bus. I'm gonna pick it up because, you know, I'll take it to another shop. I wanted to take it to another shop when I found out about his health issues, because I thought it might be too much for him, you know. But, you know, he got pride in his work. He really wanted to figure out what's wrong with it. He wanted to solve it. So he'd be like, you know, give me a week. Call me next week. And if I don't have it figured out by then I'll pick it up. Then, like, I'd call next week and it'd be like, oh, sorry, man, I didn't really have much time to look at it. You know, I've been in and out the hospital for treatments and different things. And give me a few more days. All right, give me a few more days. It rains or the same thing or other stuff. But, you know, I almost saw an accident. He was actually able to do a few things, you know, little tune-up things, you know, little things that I needed here and there. Right now, I just got off the phone with him and he told me that it's spewing gasoline on the engine, in the engine bay. He said a fuel line cracked or something. So he's replacing that now. Should be done by the time I get there. So yeah, I'm about to limp my car home. First time I've seen it in probably 10 months, maybe 9 months, 10, 11 months. 10 months, I want to say 10 months. And I'm gonna bring it home and I'm gonna find another shop to do it. Only reason I'm taking and pulling it out of this shop is because he's got more treatments that, look at this Subi, lifted. He's got more treatments that he recognizes he won't be able to work on my car or any of his other customer cars. There she is. Man, what's up? Solved the leak just in time.
Yeah, just. I don't think I put these on. I think this might have been from before, right?
Maybe. I don't recall, man.
This one I slipped because it goes from the other side of the filter to the regular.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it just.
Oh, I miss the smell. My Prius doesn't smell like this. Letting it warm up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this feels so good. This feels so right. It doesn't want to make that sound now, huh?
It never not makes it.
What's going on?
The only driveway I can take it after that one.
Yeah. It's a miracle. That makes no sense. All right, so a few times already, I didn't really get it on camera, but he moved it back and forth, and it's not making that clunking noise anymore. He's been going back and forth and trying to find the sound for weeks. I mean, like, you know, every week he starts it up and he moves it and stuff, but all of a sudden now it's not making the sound. I'm gonna put some air in the tires. There it is, yeah. if I look tired, it's because I am. Anyway, so check the receipt and I saw the date that I brought the car in. It was July 7th, 2022. So like I said, it's been 10 months. Dang near 10 months. It is May 2nd, 2023. So yeah, just 2 months away from being a whole year. My mechanic was saying last thing done, first thing checked. So I bring that up because it was while editing my most recent upload that I realized the last thing I did to the Valiant before it started having that sound was take it to the alignment shop. And it was like a day or two after getting alignment that it started making that sound. So last thing done is gonna be the first thing that we should look at, really. But I mean, visually, when you look under the hood, when you look under the car, we can't see anything interfering that would cause that sound. He's had the car lifted up and all types of, can't find anything. But I'm gonna take it to the alignment shop. Maybe it's the camber. Maybe my car is too low from lowering it recently. Maybe I should lift it up, raise it by the torsion bar a little bit. I got some room to work with, just a little bit. He has done some things to it. New battery, greased up some. He told me, I just forgot. I'm tired. 1 year later, same problems. It does feel good driving manual again, though. I hate this, man. All right, May 3rd is the next day. Just started it up, letting it warm up. I turned it on and it cut off after a couple seconds. So I pumped the gas a little bit more, turned it on, and started. It sounded like it wanted to die, so I just kept my foot on the gas for a little bit, got off it, wanted to cut off, then I put my foot on the gas a little bit, got off it, and it's cool. So, you know, it hasn't been driven too much lately. So yeah, I'm gonna let it warm up, gas it up right now, and then take it to an appointment tomorrow at the alignment shop. They're gonna check out the alignment, suspension, or whatever. I gave him a little rundown over the phone on what's going on. He doesn't really know what it is based off the description. He sounds like it could be a wheel, brake, tire, you know, things that make noises per revolution as this car is doing. If it was a random noise that you just hear every now and then, a random clunk or whatever, maybe a ball joint, but since it's a consistent, you know, a consistent knock or a consistent clunking sound, it has to be something, a part that rotates, like a wheel, tire, brake, rotor, whatever. But he's gonna check it out tomorrow. Hopefully he can figure it out. I don't know. If not, I mean, if he can, I also have a camber kit, cam bolt kit that I want to get installed in the front for, I believe, the upper control arms to help with the, you know, get a really good alignment, good camber. So, all right, it's been warmed up enough. I'm about to go to the gas station, gas it up, and tomorrow we're going to the alignment shop. All right, so it's the next day, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Running a little bit late to my appointment. I'd make it there a little quicker if I was taking the freeway, but I'm not trying to do that. Of course, I don't know what's wrong with it, so, you know, I'm trying to play it safe, just limping it to the shop on the streets. I don't want to be presumptuous or too optimistic, but I just talked to the, you know, the main dude, the mechanic, and I'm hopeful. Wait a minute, did they fix it? I don't hear the clunking sound. So 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 the mechanic calls me up and asks me, how long have I had this issue for? I told him since last year. It's just been at another shop. The mechanic's been trying to figure out what's wrong. He asked me, is this mechanic a friend of yours? I mean, no, he was just a mechanic I found, and then he turned to be my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend now. He said, well, he asked me, well, first he said, don't take it there anymore. And he said he asked me that because the problem, my lug nuts were loose on the left side of the car. The front left lug nuts were all loose. He said just one was holding it together. They were able to use all the lug nuts except for just one. Just one lug nut had to be replaced. They just airtight, air gun. They just tightened the lug nuts. And I told him, I discussed with my other mechanic, we talked about all the moving parts. We talked about the wheel bearings, wheel studs, lug nuts. I'm 90% sure anyway, so he recommends I give it a couple weeks before I check the wheel studs and the lug nuts to see if they loosened up a bit. Just to make sure I don't need new wheel studs. But he asked me if I've been driving it like that. I told him no, it's just been, I haven't been driving it that way. And he said he could tell by looking at the wheel. It's not like this bad oval shavings in the wheel. He could tell the wheel studs look good. But he recommends I just check it in the future. I haven't had my car for 10 months. 10 months over some loose lug nuts. I don't deserve this car. I'm not a car guy. I'm not. Well, look, I can't be too hard on myself because my mechanic, he's been doing this for like 40 years. Was stumped, checking everything, bro. No, I promise. We talked about wheel studs, lug nuts. He definitely had to take the tire off and put it back on because we talked about maybe it was a brake rotor and stuff. But my this new mechanic that I just got the car back from, he said maybe he said with some Mopars, one of the wheels, the Titan, it goes left or whatever, and he thinks, but mine doesn't do that. So he thinks that maybe my first mechanic probably thought that, so he thought that he was tightening the wheels, but it really wasn't. I don't know. He was trying to figure. Bro, really? 10 months? What's the reason? Why have I been without my happiness for 10 months? I saved some gas. I saved a lot of gas. It's not worth it. I'm not a car guy. I don't deserve this. I'm stupid. Got the Prius on the street, Valiant in the spot. So one day later, May 5th, some things that my mechanic did, the first mechanic that the car's been at for 10 months. So checked out the knocking sound, clunking sound. He fixed the drive shaft. Apparently, he said the drive shaft, whoever installed it when I did the engine swap and all that, he said it was welded, not the best. It wasn't welded the best, so he kind of smoothed that out. Ball joints, tie rod, new fuel hoses, and the battery tie down, or whatever you call it. Before, I had I used a strap, but you still got it. It's ghetto. But yeah, he installed this, legit, nice, sturdy. But yeah, so you know, I'm happy I took it to that first spot. He was able to find a few things that, you know, weren't ideal. Also, I had this is pretty much open, so you know, put like a PCV valve. So you know, little things here and there. Spark plugs too. He put I think little hotter spark plugs in there. Next video, I'm gonna do a few things. One thing is for sure cleaning this dirty engine bay. Real dirty. This is dirty since it's been. Also, I gotta clean out the interior. I want to get the interior done in the trunk. For some carpet, make it nice, make it usable. Because right now, I don't really use it for much. So it would be nice, you know, to use it for, you know, nicer things like groceries or things that I don't want to get dirty. Right now, I just put things that I don't mind, you know, getting dirty, like tools and stuff, broken parts that I'm gonna trash right now. But you know, make it nice, put some carpet in there, be able to haul things that are, you know, be able to haul stuff in there, clean out some of this stuff I don't really need riding with me. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a few things. Also, new front lip on the new video, because yeah, I hit something, or you know, just driveways, the worst enemy. Car's not crazy low, but it's pretty low, so you know, you don't angle it right, you're gonna hit a driveway, and over time it's gonna keep cracking the front lip, chin spoiler, whatever you call it. And I think there was something on the road, and I think it ate it up. So I messed up not just the spoiler, but also the hardware. So I'm gonna need to get some new hardware as well. But yeah, so we're gonna do all those little things in the next video. Stay tuned.